Hi all. So today we are with an interesting concept of nutrition in human beings. In the last classes we have discussed about nutrition in amoeba and nutrition in paramecium. Now coming to an advanced organism like human being, let us understand the mode of nutrition. So the mode of nutrition in humans is heterotrophic nutrition, and among the heterotrophic nutrition, the type of nutrition is again holozoic. Even in amoeba and paramecium, the type of nutrition is holozoic. So what is holozoic nutrition? Taking in of complex organic food materials inside the body and getting it digested inside the body of the organism is what is called as holozoic nutrition. So let us understand about the human digestive system today in detail. Okay, in two parts I will be explaining about the entire digestion process. This is very important. Even the diagram is important from examination point of view. I will be teaching you the tips in drawing the diagram in the coming up classes for this. Okay, so talking about the human digestive system, the human digestive system is also called as alimentary canal. It is also called as alimentary canal. What it is called? It's also called the alimentary canal. Okay, so the human digestive system will start with mouth. It will start with mouth, and as you can see, it will end in anus. So what are the two important parts? It will start with mouth and then it will end in anus are the structures. Then coming to the all the parts actually that are present in the digestive system. So first we have is the mouth. Okay, and then the main parts, first what we will discuss is mouth. Mouth is followed by esophagus, then we have the liver, we have the stomach, then we have the gallbladder, we have the pancreas, large intestine, small intestine, rectum and anus. These are all the parts. So our digestive system, basically it will start with mouth and it is ending in anus through a number of different structures that will be present in between. So all these parts basically would be helping in digestion of the food material whatever you are eating every day. So let us understand in detail about the process of digestion in each of these parts, actually what they are doing. So before proceeding with all these details, first let us understand what is digestion. What is digestion? So what do you think is digestion? Digestion is nothing but breaking down of complex organic molecules into simple substances with the help of enzymes. So breaking down of complex organic molecules into simple substances with the help of what are called as enzymes. So complex molecules are broken down into simple substances with the help of what are called enzymes, and that is what is called digestion. Now what are these enzymes? Enzymes are nothing but these are the secretions which are given inside our body, okay, by different types of glands that are present in your body, okay, namely the exocrine glands. Those are called the exocrine glands. Okay, they will produce different types of enzymes. So enzymes actually are proteinaceous in nature, and these they help in fastening the reactions. They are called the biocatalysts. What they are called as? They are called as the biocatalysts. Okay, I hope you know what is a catalyst. Catalyst is an agent which will speed up a reaction, and these are present inside our body. Therefore enzymes are called as biocatalysts. Okay, and they speed up reactions wherever they are participating. In digestion, the enzymes which are there will help in actually enhancing the process of digestion. That is, they help in the process of digestion to be done in an effective way, very quick way. Suppose there is a reaction A plus B giving rise to C plus D is the reaction that is taking place inside our body. So if this actually is taking place in 10 minutes, in the presence of an enzyme, it may take place in 2 minutes. In the presence of enzyme, it may take place in 2 minutes. So that is the role of enzymes. That is, they will fasten up any reaction. So there are different enzymes which are involved in different types of physiological processes. So here in the case of digestion, there are enzymes which are called digestive enzymes. Okay, so that will be basically helping out in the process of digestion. So today, let us understand about the first structure and the most important structure for digestion, that is your mouth. That is the mouth. So our digestive process will start with the mouth. So whatever you are taking, it is through the mouth. Okay, so you will keep it inside your mouth. So mouth actually, it is a hollow cavity, as you can see. Okay, you can see in the mirror. You open your mouth and see how it looks like. So it is a hollow cavity. The mouth region, it is also called, the mouth region is also called as the oral cavity, or it is called the buccal cavity. What it is called? It is called the buccal cavity, or it is called the oral cavity. The other names are oral cavity or the buccal cavity. So whatever food you are keeping your inside the your system, first it will be lodged in the mouth. So mouth is a hollow structure which is bounded by lips like this externally, and internally it has got the regions which are called the palates. So there are palate regions, and mouth also has got important structures, that is your teeth. What is there in the mouth? Teeth. Okay, so teeth play an important role in digestion. So all your digestive process actually will start with the mouth. Whatever food you are eating, it contains carbohydrates, proteins and fats, and 30% of carbohydrate digestion will be completed in your mouth. 30% of digestion will be completed in the mouth. So in mouth, what is the secretion, which is having enzymes and which will be helping in the process of digestion is, there are what are called as salivary glands, as you can see here. Okay, so there are what are called as salivary glands. How many salivary glands are there in us? Actually, we have 6 salivary glands. How many? 6 salivary glands, or you can say there are 3 pairs of salivary glands. Where are they present? So there are 2 salivary glands on either side, which are present behind the ear. So if you touch here and if you do it like this, so you can feel salivation in the mouth. Okay, so there are 2 salivary glands which are located behind the ear called the parotid glands. Okay, and 2 are present in the maxilla region which are called the submaxillary glands, and 2 are present under the tongue which are called the sublingual glands. So there are how many? 3 pairs of salivary glands. So what are those? Those are the parotid glands, submaxillary, and then we have a sublingual. So these are the 3 types of salivary glands what we have. So these salivary glands, what they do is they pour in what is called as saliva into the mouth. So when you are talking also, you can feel that you have saliva in the mouth. Otherwise your mouth would all be dried up. So this saliva, actually it contains enzymes that will help in digestion of the food. That's why usually your parents or elders would be saying to thoroughly chew the food before you swallow it, because it will be well mixed with the saliva, and then all the carbohydrates would be broken down better in the mouth region only. So there is what is called as an enzyme in the salivary juice, that is what is called as salivary amylase. What is the enzyme? It is called salivary amylase is the enzyme. So this salivary amylase, which is also called as the Tyalin or salivary amylase, is the enzyme that is present in the saliva. So it actually will break down the carbohydrates that are present in your food. Okay, so 30% of your digestion would be completed in the mouth if you are thoroughly chewing the food in the mouth. So this process of chewing the food in the mouth is what is called as mastication. What it is called as? It is called as mastication. The process of chewing the food in the mouth is what is called as mastication. So mastication is facilitated by the different types of teeth which are present in your mouth. Different types of teeth are there, which are present in the mouth. Actually, we have the milk teeth and permanent teeth. So the permanent teeth, once they get established, they help in the process of grinding your food thoroughly. So we have all different types of teeth which will be helping in the grinding process, and also after our food is all thoroughly grinded, it will be mixed with the saliva with the help of your tongue that is present within the mouth. Okay, so let us understand about the type of teeth what we have in the mouth. So I'll show you actually what are the teeth what we have. Okay, so you might have seen your teeth. If you didn't see, you go and check it in the mirror what are the type of teeth what you have. So coming to the types of teeth what we have. So coming to the type of teeth what we have, so this is the mold actually, you can see. So in this you can see the type of teeth here, So when you open your mouth like that, the regions, the upper region, this is all the palate region, and this is the floor of the mouth. So floor of the mouth will have the tongue there, and the upper region will be having the palate regions. So this region which is there is called this region that is there. Okay, this is the hard palate, and here we have the soft palate will be there in the mouth. Coming to the type of the teeth what we have. So if you see this one, okay, this mold more clearly. So we have different types of teeth. The corner teeth which are there, they are called the molars. They are big in size and they will be called as molars. What they are called? They are called the molars. They will be helping in grinding. So the corner teeth will be big like this and they are called the molars, which will be helping in the process of grinding. Then next we have, okay, teeth which are little bit less broader compared to molars. So we have the molars here coming, okay, away from that we have another type of teeth which are called the premolars. What they are called? They are called the premolars. So molars, premolars, and we have a sharp teeth, okay, in the side. This is called the canine. What it is called? Canines. Okay, so a sharp teeth like that will be called the canine. And then we have the bunny teeth in the front. So the 4 bunny teeth, what you can see here, the bunny teeth will be there. So those type of bunny teeth which are flat like this, these are called the incisors. These are called the incisors. So coming from the center, we have incisors, then we have the canines, then we have the premolars and molars. So molars and premolars, they help in grinding of the food, and canines basically they help in tearing of the food. That is, if you are a flesh eater, a non-vegetarian, you have to tear something like this with the help of the canine which is present there. In the case of animals, the canines will be very long because they are all flesh-eating animals. In flesh-eating animals, basically like tiger, you find long canines there. And then you have is incisors. Incisors are the cutting or the biting teeth. Suppose, okay, if you want to bite an apple, you will not bite it here. What you will do, you will keep the apple in front of the mouth and bite it with the teeth which are present in the front. So incisors help in biting, canines are helping in tearing the food, and the premolars and molars would help in grinding the food. So like this, all the teeth will be helping in the grinding process. So all your food will be thoroughly grinded. Okay. So your teeth will be helping in mastication process. So whatever food you have kept inside, that all will be broken down into fine particles and it will be mixed with the saliva with the help of the tongue. Okay, and then that will get converted into what is called as bolus. So after the food mixes with the saliva, it will be called as bolus. It will be called as bolus. So molars are helping in grinding, premolars are helping in grinding, canines are helping in tearing, and incisors are helping in cutting. Okay, incisors or biting teeth, cutting or biting teeth they are called as. So like this, we have all the types of teeth which will be helping in the process of grinding, okay, the food. And so that is how your first structure, that is mouth, is there, which will be helping in nearly 30% of carbohydrate digestion will be done in the mouth region. Okay, so after your food is all masticated, it is mixed with the saliva, it will become a ball like structure, and that will be called as bolus. Okay, the food after mastication, when it gets mixed with the saliva, it becomes bolus. So that bolus basically will be pushed into the next part of the alimentary canal or the digestive system, which will be your esophagus, So esophagus is actually a very long tube. You can just imagine your wash basin or your sink pipe, okay, with all foldings and all it will be. So actually your esophagus is a long tube of 20 to 25 centimeters long. So this tube basically will not have any enzymes in the digestive system. So you have to remember that esophagus is the only structure which will not have any enzymes or glands in it. But what it will do, the bolus, okay, when it enters the esophagus, it will have muscles. So what will be there? There will be some circular muscles and there will be some longitudinal muscles like that. So these muscles, what they do is, they help in pushing the food down. The circular muscles will expand, longitudinal muscles will expand and relax. So that will help in pushing your food down into the next part of the alimentary canal, that is the stomach. Okay. So what we have discussed is the digestive system will start from mouth and it will end in anus. So mouth basically is also called as oral cavity or buccal cavity, and at the floor of the mouth you have the tongue, and the upper region is called the palate region, and we have teeth will be present inside the mouth. We have seen different types of teeth, the molars, premolars, okay, canines and incisors. These all will help in mastication process, and when the food is all okay grinded into fine particles, it will mix with saliva and it will be called the bolus. Okay, so that bolus will be pushed down into the long structure of nearly 25 centimeters long. That structure is the esophagus, which will be like the sink pipe having circular and longitudinal muscles. So food will be slowly pushed down by the action of these muscles into the next part, that is the stomach. And you have to remember that esophagus does not contain any enzymes. Only the muscular contractions would help in pushing the food down into the stomach. Also, we have discussed about the salivary glands. There are three pairs, that is parotid, submaxillary and sublingual glands, which will be pouring the saliva in the mouth. Okay, and saliva basically consists of enzyme called as salivary amylase, or it is called the ptyalin. This is very, very important from examination point of view. What is the enzyme that is found in the saliva and what is its action? It is salivary amylase, or it is called ptyalin. Okay, and it will be acting on carbohydrates in your food. So we will be eating carbohydrates, proteins, fats containing food, out of which carbohydrates specifically will be digested by the salivary amylase. 30% of your carbohydrate digestion is completed in the mouth. So that's why you have to chew your food thoroughly, okay, until unless the action goes on perfectly, and okay, you have the conversion of your carbohydrates, okay, getting broken down into glucose and other forms should happen. So for that, okay, you should thoroughly, okay, chew your food. When you are eating, you should not talk, but you should concentrate more on the chewing process, and you should not be in a hurry to eat your food. Otherwise, digestion will not happen properly. Okay, so let us discuss further about the digestive system in the coming up video. Thank you.